Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the Just Keep Swimming podcast. This is your host, your friend, your boy, Mr. Adrian Jackson, and we back at it again with another great episode for you. And you already know who I got with me. It's your boy, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr.
Toi. What's good, y'all?
A powerful 1-3.
Yes, sir. That was deep from the soul, bro.
I see it. I felt it, man. You all good today, bro?
Yeah, I'm good. Rough morning, but we made it through and I let it go. So now we're here.
Exactly.
Ready to go.
Yep. Just kept swimming, man. You made it through the rough waves. Time to go down to the beach and relax.
Nah.
I feel it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we have a very special episode coming for you guys today, and we have a very special guest. This guest actually reached out to me and said he had an amazing story to tell, and just a little snippet he gave me was like, yep, that's all I need to hear, sir. Come on, let's get on the show. So bringing to the microphone is Coach D, aka Dorian Warmsley. How we doing today?
You know, man, I'm living the dream.
Hey.
That's my go-to slogan.
Yes.
When I first said it, I did it as a pun. I used to work with at a dispensary, and this guy would say to each other it's fun. You know, it's like a funny thing to say. And as time went on, I would say it. It just became like a habit.
Became reality.
I couldn't stop saying it, and I would get in Ubers or meet people. Hey, how you doing? And I would say, living a dream, and they would light up and laugh. Like, are you? I'm like, yup. And I feel like it would make them feel good and think about it. Like, damn, maybe I am too.
Yeah. No, you know what it is, because some people can't imagine living their dream. Like, oh no, my dream is not that good, or shoot, I don't have a dream. I can't imagine living my dream because it's so far out there.
Yeah, I had one Uber driver telling me when I said it to him when I got in, he's like, oh, how you doing? I'm like, you know, man, I'm living a dream. He's like, nah, I'm making the dream. I said, wait, what'd you say to me? Hold on, you just called me? I grabbed my phone, like, say it one more time. He said it again, I wrote it down. Oh, that's good, I like that.
Yeah,
I never expect him to come back like that with
like that. That's beautiful. So, look, with that line, I actually have a random question I want to ask both of you guys. Yeah. So I was watching Saturday Night Live the other day, and it was funny because it was a joke, but I'm like, that's deep. So it was a scene where Keenan was playing somebody, he's like an announcer, and they were like, how's life for you? He's like, my life is better than my dreams. You know, and I'm like, D.
Yeah.
Do y'all think that's plausible? Your life is better than your dreams?
Yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah.
I mean, like, to the point where it's like, I don't know, because I'm so focused on making dreams a reality, I should be living in the reality I'm already in from my dreams. So when I wake up, I should be living, you know, not dreaming, not sleeping. I should just be walking the life, you know? And I mean, I'm happy about it. Like, and most of the time, my dreams aren't as great as my life. I can't wait to wake up. I love to sleep, but I can't wait to wake up.
Deep.
That is good. What I say was, I think, you said what again? He said,
is it possible for your life to be better than your dreams?
Yeah, because I think sometimes if you dream, we can sell ourselves short. You know what I mean? Because we can only see so far through our experience at the time.
Yeah.
But as life's going on, you're going to be experiencing new stuff, different things. You're going to have to do things you probably didn't expect you had to do.
Right.
So that life might even turn out better than the dream.
Right.
So, I think it can go either way.
Yeah, no, I like both of those responses. Definitely what you said, you know. Your dream is only so far, you know what I'm saying? Like, you only see to the top of the mountain. You never seen the other side of the mountain, you know? So that's what I like about it.
It's a dream. It's not even reality at the point, you know? It's like, well, I'm living now here. It's concrete. I'm making shit happen now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm loving living so much that I don't care to dream. Cause I'm loving living.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drop that shit then,
All right, cool. Little sidebar for you guys, but let's go ahead and dive right into it. The man of the hour, Coach D. How we doing today, bro? You all good, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. It's been a good day, as always.
Good sessions today?
Yeah. Been able to fix my schedule up to where I'm in early, 6 a.m.
Okay.
I'm done by noon.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
So I just knock it out, 6 hours straight. And it's not always 6 straight. It's like maybe 2 clients, hour off, maybe 3 clients, hour off. But usually by 12, I'm done. As of late, I've been able to maneuver things around and be intentional with my scheduling.
Okay.
Before I was kind of just like, whatever, I'll do whatever. But then that leaves little space and time for me, for myself, to plan, to do anything. Like if I'm just too available.
Right.
So I just narrowed it down, making myself priority for it first, making sure I have my shit scheduled in. Got this scheduled in my day, my own workout time, my own 10 friends. But yeah, it's been good lately. Being able to be done at 12, I'd be surprised. I'm like, damn, Now I'm like, I do the rest of the day. I got
Right.
It's me, like, I'm ready to go to bed, but it's like 12.
It's like 12. It's too early.
Even when the sun go down, the sun goes down earlier now.
About 4,
it's 4 o'clock and it feels like 9. I'm like, damn, I got a few more hours before I can go to bed.
Shoot, that's how I feel with this new job. Like I'm just happy to work the 9 to 5 because now I have so much of my night to go ahead, and then like it's Monday through Friday, so now I have my whole weekend. So like, but then when I get home, I'm like, damn, it's only 5:30, and I still got so much time. Like yesterday, I went to the gym, went to the bar to get some food, just chilled there for a little bit. Came back, it's only 8 o'clock, and I'm like, bro, I still have until 10:30 to do whatever.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I feel like that all the time. Like, cause I've been now doing my routine to get up in the morning to go to the gym.
Yeah,
and then I be getting home, I'm like, do I gym again? Like, you know, like, do I go gym again? What do I do to kill this time?
Crazy, especially if you go in the morning.
Yeah.
If you go in the morning and it's still dark, whatever, and then after you're done with work, you're like, yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, kind of weird. But so you know, you talk about clients, but we didn't even get to what you actually do. You're a personal trainer. How long you been doing that for?
So I personally like to call myself a fitness coach, but I've been doing it about 3 years now.
Okay.
Been a fitness coach for 3 years. I started doing group fitness originally at a gym called Warmsley Fitness. I had worked there as a sales associate for about like a year before this.
Okay.
So like 2018 till middle of 19, I was a sales associate.
Okay.
In my mind, I took that job as a way to get my foot in the door of a gym because I was studying for my personal trainer exam. And just fast forward, I finally passed my test and I moved to Arizona, to Phoenix for my first job, my first gig as a trainer. Loved it. I felt like I was doing great, and then COVID came within 2 months. So I was like, damn. Came back to Vegas initially for 2 weeks, what they told us, you know? I ended up being here for what, 2-3 months? Didn't go back to like May to Phoenix. We're open, but it's a red spot. It's hot. Closed down again. So then I'm like, damn, what am I gonna do? Like, I need to make a decision. And the Orange Theory here in Vegas, who I worked for as a sales associate, I reached out to them like, hey, Arizona's closed, or Vegas was open. I was like, hey, y'all need any trainers? Like, actually, we do right now. So I came. It was supposed to be temporary, and then they offered me a full-time position. And I was like, damn, Arizona was closed. I'm like, I liked living in Arizona for 2 months. First time I finally got to Vegas, and I said, you know what? I can't risk it. I need income right now. So I just moved back to Vegas, and I stayed. I stayed here since then. So I moved for 2 months, came back, and I've stayed here.
Isn't it crazy how like you're trying to leave, but like the universe brings you back and like, nah, you need to be here though, bro. This is where you need to be at.
It was wild, and then it is what it is. I took it for what it was, and here we are.
Yeah, you accepted it, and you rolling now. You know what I'm saying? So what's the difference? Cause I know I said personal trainer first. You said fitness coach. Yeah. What would the difference be from your eyes?
To me, I just feel like I like to add fitness coach because eventually I want to move into the life coach space. So I'm kind of just putting myself I hate
a step ahead.
I ain't gonna lie, I really don't like using the word manifest too much.
No, that's manifesting, yeah.
It is, but I just feel like a lot of people use it for everything. But it is what it is. It's boom, fitness coach. So now when I get into being a life coach, if I do get that, it's already there.
You're already a coach.
And then I feel like a coach is someone's gonna get you from where you are to where you want to go. I feel like there are trainers out there who kind of just will come. You come, they'll tell you what to do, count for you. It's very
minimal.
Yeah, very. How you say this? Surface level.
Surface level, yeah.
You know what I mean? Me with my clients, I get not super deep like therapy, but I try to get understanding more so of
who they are.
But I've come to learn everybody knows how to work out.
Yeah.
Everybody knows how to work out. They know what it takes to get in shape. Everybody's Googled it. I'm sure y'all both probably Googled it at one point in your life.
Yeah.
Right.
How to gain muscle, how to lose fat.
Shoot, I've been track and play sports my whole life.
Yeah. 30 days, get slim quick, whatever. So they have the information. So I try to figure out why are they not utilizing it? What is it that's making it hard for you to start working towards one of these habits?
Right.
And I do my best to break it down in a way it doesn't feel like too challenging.
Okay.
Like it's be challenging, but it's doable. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be out of the ordinary, and break it down, break it down to small, little, minimal goals. Like something as simple as putting your water next to your bed. So the first thing in the morning, you chug this. Just like that, you've got 12 ounces in your body, and a lot of people are very underhydrated. Just like that one thing, and
that's deep.
You keep doing that. Before you know it, you got one in the morning, one at night before bed.
And I'm telling you,
now you're hydrated.
That specific thing right there is a game changer because I've been supplementing water and putting like lemon or lime juice in it, and then when I fill it up before I go to bed. When I wake up, I drink it, and then like I'm incredibly groggy in the morning, but like once I get up and then just pound like at least half of this, and then I get up to go brush my teeth, like I'm awake. Yeah. And then I just get my rest of my stuff and then go to work. And then before I go to sleep, just drink water. And it's such a small habit just to start doing it for like a week or so.
But you're good. Far.
Yeah.
I think it's hard for people to believe that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, what do you mean just this one water? Like, when I first get a client, I personally don't try to put any restrictions on them initially. I still gotta understand them. They just came from, for example, she's a mom, 2 kids, works full time.
Right.
And I just tell her, okay, Susan, no more this, no more that, this. That's gonna be overwhelming.
Yeah.
She just wanted to do something that she felt she was able to do easily.
Something can fit in. Yeah.
So what I just tell my clients, especially the ladies, is, hey, I need you to get a gallon of water a day, get in 2 protein shakes, and that's it initially. And week by week, they can do that for a whole week too. Boom, now I throw in something else. So instead of taking away, you add.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think by them doing that little step of drinking water every day, making that routine.
Right.
I don't know the psychological thing behind it, but I feel like you will want to make the next good choice on your own without feeling obligated. Like, damn, I'm drinking my water, I'm doing that. You know what? Maybe I don't need to have Chick-fil-A today.
Yeah, no, it makes that next choice easy.
Yeah, 100%. And then before you know it, now you're not eating out. Now you're getting protein. Now you're drinking water. You're gonna get to a point where you're like, damn, I'm doing too good right now, investing in myself. I don't even want to go eat out fast food with the girl. I don't even want to go to brunch anymore. For what?
Right.
And it's great when they get to that point, because then they start prioritizing working out. And that's what helped me over time. Like, if I know I have to work out, I know it's important to me, I will schedule my workout or something at a time to where I couldn't get out of it. So people want to go to brunch on Sunday, blah, blah, blah. Nah, bro, I can't. Or I can't go out tonight. Tomorrow morning, I got to work out.
Yeah.
So I think more people set themselves up that way. Like, you want to help. I think people need help to stop going out. Some people do. Hey, set yourself for a workout, 7 a.m. on Saturday. And then Friday night, you got to tell your people, nah, man, I got this workout tomorrow. Yeah. No, you know what I mean? It helps you.
I think that's beautiful, because, so I didn't mean to cut you off, but like, you what you just said is exactly why I work out in the morning.
Yeah.
Because I set my alarm clock at 5:45, knowing I don't have to be at work until 9.
Oh, that's good.
But it's like, let me set my alarm clock and give myself the reason to wake up, read, let's go work out. You know, I'm up now. I'm up. Why did I wake up for? You know what I'm saying? Am I going to go back to sleep? No, because then I'll be pissed off because that little nap ain't going to do nothing. So it's like, no, let's use this time. I'm up. I dedicate this to myself. Let's do it. And that makes me go to bed earlier too, though. By midnight, I'm like, okay, TV's off. You know, if the TV's on by midnight in my house, there's something wrong. But by 11 o'clock, it's like, okay, I need to shut everything off because I need to be going to bed soon because I got an appointment for myself. I got a date for myself that I need to be at.
And it just truly shows, it's like you get used to showing yourself love, because that's exactly what it is. It's like you're pouring that self-development into yourself for yourself. And like once you start to get a taste of how good that feels, it's like you don't want to stop.
Yeah.
And you keep adding more to it, and then you keep adding more to it. And then, I mean, next thing you know, you're in a hell of a lot better space than you were a month ago, 6 months ago, a year ago. And then, now it's like, okay, what can I do for myself this next coming year? Yeah. And then, I mean, I feel it's like the New Year's resolution. It's not doing it for the new year. It's building the habit so that you can improve yourself, and it's not, you don't even think of it as a New Year resolution anymore. You just, okay, I'm just making this decision now. I'm gonna start doing this now for later.
Yeah.
So piggyback what you just said was great. You said about the New Year's resolution part. It's not just the resolution; it's for good habits, and that's how I try to approach my clients as well. When they come, a lot of people, I think, shoot for stars too soon, especially people who've been athletes, you know, as high school kids or I used to do this. They think they're gonna come in and do that. And I let them know, like, when it comes to fitness and nutrition, think about forever. Think about, because I had my mom, for example, earlier this year. She's 50, overweight. I've never seen her never seen her lift weights a day in my life. 30 years, 31 now. And she's like, yeah, I'm ready, son. Like, I want to go 5 times that. I'm like, look, that's not how it's going to work. You think that sounds good, because people, they haven't worked out so long, they think I'm going to go hours and days and days and I'm going to get snatched.
Right back.
Don't work that way. Like, think about forever. What can you do realistically forever? 2 workouts for 1 hour a week. I think that's pretty realistic for the rest of your life. You got kids, you got whatever. You could probably, I'm sure you could find
fit in 2 hours.
2 hours in a whole week. So think about forever. Like, maintain that and make that your staple. Granted, there might be a time where you don't have any responsibilities. Oh shit, I can go Wednesday now. Oh, I can go and Saturday. But those 2 days are non-negotiable at all. Like, you have to get those 2 hours in. Same with nutrition. People get caught up in fads. They want to be snatched quick. Oh, I want to do this quick fix. I want to do keto. I don't knock those things. Like, whatever works for you. But think about forever. Like I said, you forever want to eat the way you have to do for keto. You forever want to just do certain things. Like, like I said about the lady earlier, if she comes in with kids, whatever, crazy life, and I just throw a strict routine at her, she's not going to do that shit forever. Maybe the first week because she's excited. But once the kids piss her off, once the job has her fucked up, now she can't even stick to the plan. So instead, how about this, Susan? Just eat at home. Make that your goal. Make that forever. Somewhat forever. Like, eat out with the family, whatever. But make that your goal instead of something so strict and hard. And think about a rubber band. You pull a rubber band too fucking fast, too hard. Boom. And you gotta just gently tug on it. Yeah. Like, what's his name said? Happy Gilmore. Just tap it in. Just tap it in. That's all it is. And that's my biggest thing. Why also I want to try to get on platforms like this to express how I feel about fitness and let people know it doesn't need to be the way it's sometimes perceived, especially on Instagram. You know, like, you'll see a lot of those people who people look up to. I want abs like him, or I want to ass like her. You don't even know them. You don't know what they did to get to that point. They probably been on the grind 3-4 years. They probably were a high school athlete, college athlete, and they just I know people like that, and they just maintain that physique just because it's instilled in them since high school. And you just see them now for the first time on Instagram, and they sell you on 30-day booty pump. Now you think you're about to get that wagon in 30 days? Bro, Google it, do your research. The body does not work that way. No matter what you do, the only way that's gonna work, you go to Dr. Manny.
So when it comes to definitely what you're saying, I'm guessing that it takes a lot of you work on a lot of the mental as well as the body. Yeah. You have to really get their mindset right to go the right path that they need to go to.
Because I think when you change your mindset, man, it changes everything. Like how you said, it was great. You said, I get to start my day with this workout. And so many people are like, fuck, I have to go work out. You really don't have to.
You don't have to at all.
It's surprising to me, and it's because I want to be a motivated speaker as well, and I'm trying to find that line of motivation and kind of like
keeping it real. Like, I told somebody recently, I thought about it, I'm like, why do you need so much motivation to care for your life? People don't think about it that way. It's your life. Right. You need so many quotes and so much to care about your life, especially people with kids. I'm like, bro, you got somebody relying on you. That's not enough motivation. Like, fuck this cigarette. Fuck this going out shit. Fuck this, whatever your bad vice is. Right. And yes, I've been playing with that line, and I train only females, so it helps me have to learn how to motivate, how to talk. Because you got to talk to them in a way they're going to understand. You can't just yell at people all the time. In a group fitness setting, I was like that. That's what I had to do. Be loud, bring the energy. Yeah. But in the one-on-one private, it's more chill, mellow, man. You have to, most like I said, most people know what to do. They're just there for the accountability. They need somebody to help push them. And just not to be alone. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do no crazy workout plan I have right now that does anything crazy. Like, anything I have, you can go get any other trainer. It's not that crazy when it comes to working out. Right. So it's more of you. You know what I'm saying? It's you, man. It's your mindset, your mental, and like I said, think about forever. Like, man, look at your grandparents right now. So if your grandparents are alive, or old people, like when you see them struggling to walk and stuff, and they might not even be that old yet, like 50. Yeah. I've seen 56-year-olds just moving. And it's like it's proven science. You have more muscle on your body, the less bone you'll lose over time. Like, that's not as fast. Right. But people don't think about that way. A lot of people think of it as for aesthetic purposes, which I get it. You want to look good. Yeah. But if you go in the mindset of, go ahead. I was just gonna say, like, man, that's the primary thing, because I just reached like my year back in like September of like working out again, and I go with my homie. But my main thing was I just want to be healthy. Like, if I go to the gym and I see these 60, 50-year-old people just pumping weights and they pumping, but it's like, okay, what did they do to get there? They just probably came in, did their thing, probably once, 2 times, 3. I just go 3 times a week, 45 minutes to an hour, and then pop out. And that's it. I just do my quick workout. But the changes that I've seen in myself, just for the fact of I'm just trying to be healthy when I grow up. Because, like, I mean, I've been big. I played football and sports. So I used to try to go to the gym and pump like I used to when I was in high school and failed. But as soon as I changed my mindset of I'm just trying to be healthy, then it throws the main like attraction of aesthetics and like the surface level shit out the window. Because I'm just here to just get healthy.
And I'm glad you said it, because I try to stress to the people too. If your mindset is on, look, I'm about to go just like yours. I'm going to get healthy. And you stick to that.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't seem like so much of a chore.
No.
It's like something you're going to invest in. And I'm no genius, but if you're going 3 times a week, you're watching what you're eating, I'm almost pretty sure your aesthetic is going to eventually come to light. It might take a little longer because you're not as crazily, but it's going to come. It's like, what's the rush?
Yeah.
What's the rush?
Because I'm going to keep doing it either way. Like, I built the habit to keep going.
So when you do the aesthetic way, all right, I'm trying to get abs. I need biceps, whatever. Now you on the grind. You're there 5 days a week, whatever.
Yeah.
A week, month passed, 2 months, you don't see the results you thought you wanted.
You quit.
Now you're
upset.
You're upset. Like, what? Fuck. You're getting sad. Mm-hmm. You fall off a little bit, and you go right back down the path you were just on.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, mindset to me is everything when it comes to almost everything in life, man.
Yeah.
You really gotta sometimes throw away the old thoughts that you had or perceived and embrace some new ones that are gonna benefit you, especially when you get older and just every year, man.
Yeah.
Changing your mindset, improving it.
And I think, touch on what you said too, the realistic factor that you have to throw in there. You know what I'm saying? You can't walk into the gym 300 pounds and expect you're going to be 150 by Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, let's be realistic. Like, I hate to say it, but with the podcast, we had to be realistic. We thought we was going to drop 5 episodes and have us $1 million sponsor. You know what I'm saying? Hell no.
5 episodes.
About 5 episodes. We the best shit out here. But it's like, no, let's be realistic. It's hard to get guests.
Yeah.
Shit, everybody does podcasts. You know what I'm saying? So we have to stand out, be unique, and we have to do our system, be consistent.
Right.
And it's like, so we have to go back. What's the core of what we're doing this? Shit, help people get their stories out and to have some good communication.
And it changed. Our whole reasoning changed. We was like, okay, let's be motivational and stuff like that. But then, like, when I think it hit really good when Triv said, when Triv reached out to get an episode, and then we realized, we giving people a platform.
We're giving people platforms to speak on. Exactly. That's why I was like,
That's
maybe
cool.
It's not true motivation. Maybe it's just get people's stories out there to help other people hear their story. Who knows who you're helping right now?
No, 100%.
You know,
and that was something that's been on my mind a lot lately because it must have happened 8 years ago, and it's always. I mean, to me, it's been 8 years. I'm saying over it, but it's like I'm used to it, knowing it. And it wasn't until I met somebody more recently at my gym, another trainer. He's very much he's like into motivational speaking and things like that in nature. And I told him one day. And he's very much, into church and religion. He's like, man, I really feel like touched today after I told him. Because to me, when I tell it, depending how it's heading, I'll tell it very casually, like, oh yeah, whatever. And then after that, we started chopping it up. We still do, like in the break room, we'll chop it up. And he would always tell me, like, man, you need to get this word out. You need to start telling. And I'm over here making excuses. Well, yeah, I need to get a podcast. Da, da, da. He's like, what? No, just use this, your phone. Yeah. Go on Instagram, do it.
Instagram, yeah.
And I was mad because I'm like, bro, he's 100% right. I feel like he's attacking me. I'm not ready for it. Because, as outgoing as I am and all that, it's just so different when that camera's on you.
Yeah.
And like I was saying to y'all, we were like just talking before the podcast, just flowing, chill. That's how me and him are. When we talk, whatever we say, like it's crazy once the camera comes on though. Yeah. How it just changes.
And real talk, that's what I am right now. Like I want to jump on IG and like give some speeches. Yeah. But then once that camera get in my face, I'm like, man, I don't know if I look good enough for this right now, or something stops me. And I'm like,
100%.
I'll do the next episode.
Well, let me tell you this. Like, I just started my poetry page, and it's like, okay, like I kind of want to do that too. I feel like I have a lot to say, but like, I'm pretty introvert. I don't really care to be on the camera like that, but I'll just post my poems. Sometimes I'll make them on the spot and then like just post it. And then other times, like more recently, I just took one of the mics, put my beat in the background and said one of like my more powerful poems I've had. And like now, like my page is kind of starting to get a little bit more traction. Yeah. Like I've been getting a follower. One follower every day since I posted that.
Hell yeah.
But I can see it starting to track. But I can also start to see myself potentially getting in front of the camera and just making myself do that. But it all starts from just start saying something. Like you don't even have to say the camera, just type it out. Whatever you feel, because you don't put that much pressure on yourself and you don't want to put pressure on yourself in general. Right. Like you don't want other people to put pressure on you. Don't be that person. Let's ease yourself into it just like you do with your clients, just like we did with the podcast. Just start somewhere.
Work your way into it. I love it. So, cool. Let's go ahead and get to the meat and potatoes now, bro. I gotta hear this story, man. I need to know. I need to know what happened, man. So, like I said, people, he reached out to us. Like he had a beautiful story to tell. I'm not gonna give no hints away. I'm 100% let this be as raw as possible. So,
so
whenever you're ready.
The event was I fell out a 4-story window. And how it came to that, it was a lot of different things like alcohol, which is involved. And my relationship with alcohol hasn't been good in my whole life. So now I've been 11 months sober, almost on Christmas makes it a year. And it's a great time of my life. I feel like it's helped me a lot, man. Like just my thought process, confidence, I just feel better. Obviously not hungover, and I don't have no middle ground when I drink.
Right.
Sober, fucked up.
No, you like me.
And I accepted that for how I was. So that's why I don't drink at all. I'm like, I'm finally able to say, nope, I'm not trying to be hungover, whatever the case. But yeah, so I fell out, sorry, back to the story, but I fell out a 4-story window in 2014, November.
Oh, man.
It was a friend's birthday. His girl got him a party bus. It was, we were staying at apartment complex near UNLV called Rebel Place. And it's where UNLV students live, off campus. And it was literally the party bus. I remember like taking shots, smoking a blunt, and then I woke up in the hospital. It was like a dream. Like went to bed, woke up, I was in the hospital. I was like, what the fuck? Looking around and shit. I'm like, just like panicking. I'm looking at my mom, and she's like trying to calm me down, telling me it's gonna be okay. And I think it was about a whole day had went before she had actually told me what happened. And when she mentioned what happened, I'm like, what the trip. My mind, like I lost my mind.
Right.
And I started getting anxiety. Like what the like it was just shocking to me. Like knowing that happened, I'm like just scared. And she just keeps telling me to calm down. And so yeah, it's November of 14, and the recovery process, man, was just tough. But going through it, I never thought of it as tough.
Yeah.
It wasn't until where I see where I'm at now, like physically what I'm able to do, and remembering what I was only able to do in the bed. Like I was in hospital bed, couldn't sit up. I was in the bed up and down, and couldn't do nothing. Couldn't cut my food. I didn't shower the whole time for 3 weeks. Barely could use the restroom. I had a stomach tube for food.
Yeah.
I had a big hole in my throat because they had to put a trach. So when it was still healing. So when I talk, I couldn't really get out and put my hand over it because it was a hole. Air would come out. And yeah, man. And I think about my rehab. It was a cup of Play-Doh, and all I can do was this, in and out. That's how I started. Then they gave me a band, and I just did this. And literally, that's all I did for it had to been like 2 weeks. And then they gave me a walker, practice walking, and then I just really wanted to get out. And I just told myself, like, man, I'm out of here by Christmas. At the very least. It was November 9th. I was in there for Thanksgiving, horrible. And after 3 weeks, man, it's crazy how when I think back how short time that was for what happened. 3 weeks, they sent me home. Once I went home, well, before I left the hospital, they taught my mom how to care for me because I needed to be in the care of somebody because I wasn't fully back yet. So they taught her. Back at the crib now. Now it's Christmas of 2014. Rolling into January. I have a walker. Can't really walk far, do much. And at this point, I'm scared to leave the house because of what happened. Like I never expected that to happen to me. So now I'm scared. Like, damn, what else can happen if I leave this house?
Right.
But eventually, I had to go to physical therapy. Was doing physical therapy about 2-3 times a week. I lost my walker by like February.
Okay.
I remember I went to the club with my homies for the first time, and like this is literally like 3 months after. But I didn't drink because I told myself,
I'm done.
I can't be drinking. So I go to the club with my homies. I'm there, like barely could walk, but in there I remember having a picture too. We had one up, turned up. I just couldn't get away from the turn up. And then I'm just healing. It's 2015 now, and by my birthday, April, I was back drinking again. So less than 6 months. A part of me was always wondering, like, damn, why am I doing this again? I was like, you know what? I'll drink, but I won't black out. That's my thing. And that's what I did. So I thought I was in control. More blackouts. Get fucked up, but it was never no blackout situation. And 2015, so now you fast forward to August of 2015, my closest friend, who I mentioned to you earlier, passed away.
Oh, man.
So he was out with some new coworkers, drinking, whatever the case may be, comes home to his girl, and in his sleep ends up inhaling his own vomit.
Oh my God.
So I get a text like, hey, he's in hospital, on life support, all this stuff. When I was in the hospital, he was the only person that I communicate with daily. Like he would just text me, just checking in. And I made it through that. And at that point in my life, I wasn't doing nothing. I was drinking, no job, just got done experimenting with cocaine. No, like I said, no job, just drunk, like literally nothing, doing shit in my life, to be honest.
Right.
him, he had 2 kids, just got a second job, own spot. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, he's good. He's gonna make it out of this. I'm not going to the hospital. I don't need to see him. I'll see him when he gets out. A few days go by, like 2-3 days. They're like, yeah, they're pulling the plug. And I was like, what? And I was upset a little bit because I was like, they told my mom the same shit when I was in a coma. Mm-hmm. He might wake up, he might not. If he does, he might be a vegetable. If he does, he might not remember you. Mm. All these things. I woke up, boom, I was good. So in my head, I was like, man, just let him fight. Like, it took me, I think, almost about 3-4 days before I woke up. But no, after about 3 days, they decided to pull the plug, and I just was like contemplating going to see him. I was like, nah, man, I'm not. That's not gonna be my last vision of him. Mm. And then I never did. Never went and saw the funeral. And when it comes to my story, it's like that whole totality of events, from my accident to losing my friend, and there was some more shit after. I'll try to sum it up a little bit, but right before my accident in 2014 November, I had used the same friend, his girlfriend's car one night. We were drunk. I used her car without asking. I got in a car accident. Mm-hmm. Her parents pressed charges.
Oh, man.
Nothing ever happened to me, though. So, boom, my accident happens. I'm in the hospital. While I'm in the hospital, my mom actually tells me, hey, just let you know, it was a warrant for your arrest.
Oh, wow.
For the car situation. Bro, I got so scared. I'm like, what do you mean? They're gonna come get me here. And she's like, no, I'm not letting them take you. Don't worry about it. They don't know where I live. You're gonna come home with me. And I just said, F it, you right. I'm not even gonna worry about it. So now we go fast forward, 2015, he passes away. The night before his funeral, my friend runs a red light. Cops pull us over. And in my head, I was like, fuck.
Damn.
I got that warrant. I know what's going down. I try to play dumb and not like sit like I don't gotta give him nothing. And then I saw him come back. I started crying. I was like, look, man, this and this. His funeral's tomorrow. And they were like, we would, but it's a felony. We gotta take you.
Fuck.
So I go to jail, missed the funeral. And then, like I said, mindset. I just accepted it. I was like, you know what? I didn't want that to be my last vision of him anyway. So I think this was like a blessing in disguise.
Something happened for a reason.
You know what I mean? And took it for what it was. Get out of jail. I go through legal proceedings, all the stuff, back and forth court. They eventually put me on probation. 2015 October. So now 2 months after his passing. And I'm on probation. I didn't know. I would never really been in trouble like that, so I didn't think probation was serious like that.
It's serious.
It is. So, so I called the PO, dude. I'm like, hey, they told me you're my PO. How does this work? He was like, oh, don't worry about it. I'll come check in with you when I can, whatever the case may be. And I'm like, all right, cool. A week passes. I'm like, oh, something's not right. So I call him again. He's like, actually, I'm going to be out of town, so I'll try to have somebody else come stop by. And I'm like, okay, is there anything I need to know or be doing? He's like, no, don't worry about it. They'll contact you. Cool. One random day, midday, I'm coming home on the bus from a doctor appointment. My mom's boyfriend calls me, hey, your PO's here, or your PO came today. They said your curfew is 6 to 6. And I'm like, in my head, I was like, they told you that. They ain't told me. What they gonna do?
Right.
So I ignored it. Was kicking with this girl at the time at her house, not thinking nothing of it. And she calls me PO, like at 7 p.m. I was like, hello?
Where you at?
She's like, yeah, where you at? I was like, oh, I'm at my friend's house across the other town. She's like, well, your curfew's 6 p.m. I was like, oh, I didn't know it was like official. I thought, she's like, no, how long will it take you to get over? Well, I'm like, I'm on the bus, so at least 2 hours. I was way across town. And she's like, okay, let me just get home. The girl dropped me off, boom, good. So I'm like, okay, it's real.
Yeah.
So then the next, like a few days later, me and the girl hanging out. It was Monday Night Football. I remember watching the Cowboys game at Honey Salt. And I was like, look, get me to the crib by 6, da-da-da. So I get there literally right before 6. They knock like at 6:30. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Heart's beating, I don't know what's gonna happen. It's a chick, a dude, they come in, my mom's spot. And they can only legally check your belongings. So all I had was like a certain area of clothes. And that's all they could check. They couldn't check my sister's room, my mom's room, or anything like that. I didn't have shit anyway. And she drug tested me and everything. At that point, I wasn't even smoking like that, so I was good with that. And she's about to leave. I'm like, cool. Like, hey, you have a cell phone? I'm like, yeah. Let me see it. My heart dropped because I already knew I had some stuff in there that I was going to be done for.
Oh, my God.
So she goes through my phone. Turn around. I was like, huh? Turn around. And it's arrested me right from my mom. My mom's crying and shit. And I'm just like, bro, is this really happening? And it was literally a year to the day of my accident.
Oh, my God.
I don't know if that's some kind of universe thing, but I was like, bro. So she's taking me to jail. There's no bail. Yeah, so there's no bail. And the text, she looked at my text, she saw me that I was missing curfew. There was literally a picture of me in there at the club with the bottle when I was supposed to be at home. Bro, it was crazy. Gosh. So I go to jail. I can't bail out. It's November 9th. I'm in there for about 3 weeks. Finally see the judge. And the court appearance is to see if she's going to put me back on probation and release me. So I'll finish my probation. Or take away probation, I do a year in jail. I'm like, I didn't want to be there for a year. So I'm like, damn. I'm like, there's no way. I'm talking to the DA or my public defender. And they're like, yeah, we have one thing we're worried about. There's like some text about guns.
Oh my God.
So it was like a jokingly text of me and the homie, like just saying some stuff. Not like I was gonna go shoot somebody.
Yeah, but
it was like a reference.
Play.
It was a reference for something. And they made it seem like I had a pistol on me. Then they, like, you take your phone and put it on top of to print out a picture.
Yeah.
Print out a big ass picture, the one of me at the club with the bottle, and I'm looking at it from where I'm at, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going. That's it. And the judge I had, I guess her biggest thing she hated was curfew. And that's why I was in there. So the DA, my public defender going at it. In my head, I was like, I'm going for a year. Yeah. I'll probably do 9 months. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Good behavior.
Yeah.
He's still in there.
He like, I'm about to start washing dishes. Serve food.
The judge just shut it down. She's like, hey, all right, I'm going to let you out. One chance. You're going to do 30 days first. And I'm like, cool. I was like, I just did 3 weeks. I'm like, cool. So 30 days starting today or next week I'm out? She's like, starting today. I'm like, motherfucker. Yeah. It's like December 2nd. So I got out on New Year's Day of 2016. So yeah, there I am in jail. Boom, a month. And that's probably one of the things that changed my life for the better. It's like a movie. You come out. I mean, some people come out better. Some people go back to what they were on.
Right.
But you have nothing but time, man. Like I read in 30 days, I read over 22 books. And it's just downtime. Watch TV, of course, but it's just so much downtime where I really had to think about my decisions, think about things, grieve over my friend dying, still healing from my shit. And it was just a real long thought process. And about 2 weeks before I was gonna get out, I was like, fuck this. Let me just start doing push-ups. I literally like a jail movie. Yeah. Just doing push-ups in my cell in the morning, boom, bunch of sit-ups, and then again at night type shit. And yeah, man, jail was interesting, man. I was there 30 days. I started a fight over a honey bun. Yeah, so I'll tell the story real quick. So I'm in there, right? And I don't know how it really works. I don't have money in my books. I need to make a phone call. So I go up to this young Mexican boy. I think he had to be 19, 20 maybe. I'm like, hey, my man, I actually had some money in my books. I was like, look, I'll get you a honey bun. Can I get a phone call on your shit? He's like, yeah. Gives me a phone call. Nobody answers. So I tell him, look, we still got the deal, but nobody answers. So I'll give you the honey bun once I use the call. Little did I know, he had made a side deal with the trustee, this older black dude who's like 40, for the honey bun. Yeah. So when I told him I wasn't giving it to him yet,
oh, now he can't pay.
The black dude came at him. He was like, hey man, where my honey bun? Talking to the young boy. Yeah. And he's like, oh, I don't know. And black dude's like, I don't give a damn. That ain't my problem. Where my motherfucking honey bun? And bro, I'm like, here, my man. And I just give him honey bun to kill it.
Yeah. Right.
Time goes on, like the day is still going on. Not too long after, 15 minutes, the little Mexican dude felt some way. So he comes from outside, looks at the black dude, he's like, come on. They go outside. Black dude, pop, pop, pop. Hits him a few times, Mexican dude lip bleeding. They come in, Mexican dude goes and tells. Right to the cop, hey, you hit me. Took them both out, sent them both out, and now, because I was sentenced to 30 days, they made me a trustee. Because everybody else is there getting ready to go to prison. They're just there until they come get him.
Right.
I was there 30 days, so I guess that's why they picked me. I became a trustee, bro. I was a worker. And
now you're on the block.
Hey, it was cool though because we were the ones that had another trays, and there was always extra trays. So that was currency. Boom, I got 3 extra trays. I only need 1 or 2. I'm like, okay, you want some? And they want them. All right, what you got? I need deodorant. I need Doritos. And that's how I operated in there. Yeah. I had money on my books. Like my homies, I put money. I didn't use none of it. I was just hustling. Thanksgiving came, or not Thanksgiving, Christmas. Big ass turkey slice, apple fritter, all this shit. Yeah. Bro, I need deodorant, my man. I need lotion. I need toothpaste. And it's just how it worked in there. Yeah. So it was just crazy. I need to put that on my resume one day, but it was just crazy being in there. It was crazy being in there like that. And it made me think about people in prison when they say they get institutionalized. Because I got like that for a second. When it was my time to get out, it felt weird. I'm like, what? I've been here 30 days doing the same shit. I'm like, I kind of didn't want to. Because then when I got out, I was in probation again.
You gotta work again.
I was like, man, if I just stay here, I'll get out probably May. But now I'm getting out. New Year's Day. And it's crazy, when I got arrested, I was in basketball shorts and a shirt, no drawers. So I get released on New Year's Day at 2 a.m. on the strip, or downtown, bro. No drawers, basketball shirts, cold as shit. Yeah. I'm looking for somebody to call. I go to a cop on a bike. Hey, man, I just got out. Can I use your phone? He's like, get the fuck away from me. You're not supposed to be here.
Dude.
I'm like, bro, I just got out. I don't know what to do. So I ran and went to this hotel, some random little hotel, called my mom. She picked me up, man. And then that was just the turning point of everything. Like, the journey of everything just changed. Like, life, that was probably the hardest part of my life, 2016, because now I'm on probation. Mm-hmm. And in my head, I want to get off early. The only way to get off early, be in school, pay off your fees, or have a job. I was like, let me get a job. The whole month of January, February, I couldn't get a job. I'll go through the whole process, a whole week or two process, 2 interviews, wait for background check, couldn't pass background check.
Yeah, so how you feeling?
From every job, bro. Yeah. I mean, I didn't go to McDonald's or anything like that, but like 24-hour fitness, call center. I went to a place downtown where I'd play video games.
Oh, wow.
On the iPhone, I play wrestling, WWF, and I have to find glitches. Did for 2 weeks. Came in, background check came back, gotta go. And I remember, and I had to do it, and I had to do community service still. And I remember crying to my mom one day. I just felt so defeated. I feel so defeated, like, damn, bro, I can't even get a job. Like, I remember crying to her, and she just told me to be all right. And I just sucked it up, man. I was like, fuck it. What? Nothing else to do but keep going.
Right, keep moving
One of my
forward.
favorite quotes from The Temptations. Otis Williams tells him, only way, what he says, only way is up.
Yeah, only way is up.
And I literally remember that all the time. And I was like, fuck it, Otis, you're right. Yeah. Only way is up. And I just kept pushing forward and just doing a bunch of different programs, bro. I used to ride the bus all over Vegas, 2-hour bus rides, interviews, and everything. It was just crazy. And it wasn't until I got off probation that life kind of started turning towards, the fitness aspect. But I don't want to get too far off. But 2016, I couldn't get a job, so I knew in my head, one thing I could do is work out.
Right.
And my curfew is 6 to 6. I'm gonna make the most of those 12 hours. I wake up 5:30, eat, I'm out the door at 6 a.m. On the bus, boom, UNLV. It's like a 1-hour half bus ride. I get there at like 7:38. Work out for hours, 2-3 hours. Take the bus to the homie house, and then come back home. And that's when I started, liking fitness.
Right.
I started working at a dispensary 2017, right when it went legal. And I was at the dispensary working out at the time, getting in shape. And I was like, I could probably make this a living, helping people. Because, I know I felt when I was in the hospital bed with
nothing.
Couldn't do shit.
Yeah.
And then, it's right when it went legal. Nipsey had just dropped his album. And there's a line he said in dedication. And it hit me one day when I was at work at the dispensary. And you just see who the people are that own it and run it.
Yep.
And I'm just looking like, he said in the song, who he's not gonna work for. And I looked at it and I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna work for these people, man. People are in jail for this stuff. And y'all here getting rich.
Getting rich off of it.
I'm like, I'm out of here. Eventually left and started going to my training route.
Love
I won't get too off tangent. If you have any questions, follow-up question about the accident, but yeah.
Nah, bro, I mean, honestly, I love your whole story, bro. I think it's amazing. First thing I wanted to say was, you do not have the smell of smoke on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that fire you went through, bro, you came out of it, and none of that even... I would, when I first met you, even though it was on a few moments ago, I did not see none of that coming out your mouth just now. The idea of jail, anything like that. Like, you're well-spoken, you hold yourself up, you're friendly, you're kind, you're respectful. I wouldn't even thought of what you went through was crazy,
I didn't even expect like all of that stuff after the accident. Like I didn't expect your mental state or where you were in life before, after, to what happened to your friend, to then even going to jail, which I kind of did identify with because I got it was kind of on some bullshit for sure. But I was in Fremont by myself. It always is. And I was trying to sleep in the car, but I kept throwing up because I had the spins. And and I was on the underground Denny's parking lot. And then marshals came up and was like, I'm gonna need you to step out the car. And then put me in jail for like 11 hours. Then that probation shit for a year, I'm not even done yet. I did all my shit, but the case is still open until April. So it's like, hey, I'm just not playing with it. But like I get that shit. And I was like, you know what? When I got out, fitness. Going to the gym, I was like, I mean, I still fuck around and shit sometimes, but like,
it keeps you out of trouble, man.
Focused, yeah.
Working on yourself keeps you out of trouble.
Exactly, 100%, man.
Like, I love it, man. I think, you know, your story hit so much for me because I tore my Achilles beginning of 2020. Okay. Before COVID, before all the shuts down, I tore my Achilles. Yeah. And, you know, playing basketball, Tark, man. You already know what it was. Tark. I heard everybody, and it was funny because somebody the week before told us Achilles up here on the same court. And I was like, y'all need to do something with this court. But yeah, same thing though. And it's just like when you're in that hospital bed and you realize, like, damn, I can't do the stuff that I do naturally that I don't think of, you know, it makes you more thankful. It make you be like, damn, I'm so happy for these legs, man. So that's why I'm like, even if I don't lift, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna use this new Achilles. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go run. I'm gonna stretch my legs up. And
this new one.
You know what I'm saying? This new one, yeah. They put it back down. It's stronger now. You know what I'm saying? 2.0. So I'm like, I'm gonna use it though because it's like, man, I still have flashbacks of me hopping up the stairs with one leg, trying to balance and shit, and carry the scooter. And it was like, yeah, I'm so happy to be back where I am now, and I'll never take not being able to walk for granted again. You know what I'm saying?
And I've heard stories. Like I remember one time I was training a girl, and I told her, she knew my story. I told her about it, and she was telling me how her brother committed suicide off a 1-story fall. Bro, I felt 4, bro. Like what? I was like shocked. So, and I always kept my story not to myself, but I never always told it because I didn't want to make it seem like I was reaching for attention. And like, oh, I'm the guy that feels for someone, like, oh, hey, look at me.
Look at me, right.
But when I would talk to certain people about it, they were like, nah, you don't even come off like that.
Yeah,
but it's something people should and need to hear.
Yes.
Which I've come to accept and understand, and I've been trying to practice how to get better at telling it. I think it's just about resilience.
Yeah.
It's a proof of change. It's a proof, like, man, the marathon continues, man. Like, that's one of my favorite sayings. A lot of people like it. I love it because it's so true, man. Like, I remember going through it and thinking, like, bro, is this gonna be fucking forever? I remember laying in bed. I would have to wake my mom up at 1 a.m. just to get me up and to walk me to the bathroom because I couldn't do shit. Yeah. I couldn't laugh, I couldn't cough, I couldn't move because I broke all my ribs on my right side. And there's no cast for that. You know what I mean? I broke an arm, put a cast, nothing. I said lay there and just sneezing, anything, it fucking hurt so bad. And yeah, so like you said, that's what goes back in my mind a lot of time. I catch myself, that's why when I said earlier about the motivation and kind of keeping it real, because I know what I've been through and I know what's possible, so I gotta try to make sure I keep that balance of that person's not me. You know what I mean? They're probably just, their situation's different. But I just know what the human body is capable of when you don't bullshit yourself. When you really want something, you fucking do it.
Yeah.
People do it all the time for shit they don't really even, that's gonna even benefit them.
Yes.
How many people are ready to get the iPhone? How many people are ready to get Jordans? I'm not a shoehead, or if you guys are, I'm gonna disrespect, but I see people all the time posting like, oh, I got the new sneaks, I'm like, damn.
I'm the same way.
I always wonder, like, are you doing anything what about yourself? Like, I don't know your personal life, everybody doesn't share everything, but hopefully you're truthful with yourself while you're chasing these shoes.
Right.
Bro, are you chasing what you really want to do, or are you still working 9 to 5 you don't even like?
Yeah. No, and I feel that, bro. You know, one of my main things is when people make it seem like they have to do the things that they don't have to do. Yeah. Like, for example, good.
Like that.
You know, prime example, I used to get, sorry, babe, I don't have to use an example. She had times where she'd be like, oh, I gotta go to, I gotta go out to this party tonight. You don't have to go to the party. Yeah. You want to. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, well, don't go. I got to though. They're gonna be mad if I don't go. Who cares? Yeah. It's a party. Are they paying you? Okay, well, you don't have to go, And that's why I'm trying to get across, like, yo, you don't have to do it. You making it feel like you have to because the world says this, or
you should,
yeah, you should, or you're gonna get frowned upon, or whatever it is. But it's like, fuck them. You know what I'm saying?
That's precisely the reason why I want to go ghost low key next year, because it's like, yo, I don't have to do shit nobody wants me to do.
No,
I don't have to do shit. I don't have to I don't have to do anything that the outside perspective makes me feel like I should. So let me just focus on what I want to do. Oh yeah, you want me to come out? But I don't want to right now. Right. I'll go hang out with the people that I want to and make that decision, but I'm making that decision. I'm not being coerced into it.
Exactly. I'm knowing this decision is an option.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a mandatory.
It grants a whole different sense of freedom at that.
Man, it gives you a whole different sense of freedom when you literally turn these things that you believe are obligations and realize they're not obligations. Yeah. And it's like, oh, once you realize it's not an obligation, this is something I want to do for fun or whatever the case may be, like you said, you free yourself up from it. It's like, damn, I just opened myself up, you know what I'm saying? I think, look, we're full circle. You said at the very beginning, people come in with this thing of, I have to work out. No, you don't.
You don't.
You can sit on your couch and be fat if you want to. You want to work out because you have things you want to accomplish.
Yeah.
So I think you should start off with your wants. Literally start off, I want to party. I want to drink. Start off with that. Keep it real. Keep it 100. Don't facade it and make it seem, oh yeah, the homies at the bar, we gotta go get drunk tonight. No, you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to do that.
I think there's a lot of power in no.
Yeah.
In the word saying no. And I've learned that once I started going sober. Mm-hmm. And I thought I was gonna be like, fuck, I'm gonna be tough. Like, I like doing certain things with my friends, like brunch. Yeah. And I remember it was, like I said, I stopped day after Christmas, 26th, my friend's birthday, that was the last day. A week or two later, my friend's birthday, a homegirl's birthday, had brunch. And I'm like, oh, damn, here we go. Mm-hmm. And I'm not gonna lie, I was like, here you go, your first test. You said you're done drinking. Mm-hmm. What you gonna do? I didn't do it. And by the end of the day, or like the next week or so, it felt good. Mm-hmm. I felt like a power. I'm like, okay.
I said no,
yeah. And let me try it again. Mm-hmm. And like I said, instead of thinking like, damn, I can't drink, I was like, nah, I'm gonna challenge myself not to drink. Mm-hmm. Like, switch it up a little bit. Because not drinking is gonna benefit me way more in so many more ways.
Right.
Like 100%. Drinking, not saying it's gonna hurt you too much, but it can.
Mm-hmm. The habit of drinking, and it's like if you keep perpetuating that habit, that's where you get fucked.
People, I think a lot of people are low-key alcoholics. Like a lot of the world, it's crazy. It is. I had a girl, she came to work out with me recently, and she was MIA for like a month, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, she's like, I'm depressed, can I come get a workout? I'm like, yeah, come through. Ankle bracelet on. I was like, all right, you gotta tell me the story, like why you.
What happened?
And she told me her story. Alcohol was involved. I'm not gonna say her name, so she probably won't remember. But anyways, she got in trouble. she got in trouble while on the stay out of trouble clause. Mm. So like got a DUI.
Yeah.
Okay, stay out of trouble. It's not probation, but stay out of trouble. Months later, got in trouble. Liquor was involved. And I told her, I was like, told my alcoholics and stuff like that. She said, I'm not an alcoholic. And I'm like, well, I'm not gonna say you are, but there's certain habits that are happening here, and you don't need to be alcohol. You don't have to drink every day to be considered an alcoholic.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, if we invite you out and tell you there's no liquor, you can't drink, are you still gonna go? Mm-hmm. Like, test yourself that way. Think about it that way.
Yeah.
Because people say, oh, I'm a social drinker. Oh, are you? Okay. I forgot where I learned DUI. I think it was DUI school, and they learned like you say that, but if we take the drinks away, are you still gonna want to kick it?
Yeah.
And a lot of people won't.
Yeah. And that's the sad part.
It's crazy.
And that's the alcohol.
And because they only do it Saturday, Sunday, on weekend, or Friday, Saturday, weekends, they feel like it's not a problem. Like, bro, if you're at work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, you're locked in, you got a little time to yourself, and then Friday, Saturday, you're just drunk with the friends, you're avoiding shit.
Yes.
And I only came to this realization since I've been sober, because that's how my life was. Monday through Friday, clients, training. Oh, it's Friday, the homie's off. Boom, let's go, turn up. Yeah. Nothing crazy, but just drinking at the house. Now I'm faded Friday, Saturday, Sunday recovering.
Yep.
And there was a lot of stuff I didn't deal with.
Yep, you ain't wash your clothes, you ain't talk to the person, you ain't make a phone call.
More mental stuff. Man.
Oh yes, that's
when it came to the drinking. Like I've learned around the 9-month mark, so back September, I started realizing, damn, there was a lot of shit I was avoiding because my mind just thinks about different stuff. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of stuff I was avoiding and using the liquor as my vice. Mm-hmm. To not have to think about certain things.
Yeah.
Now that I'm sober and clear-minded, man, there's a lot of stuff.
You can't run.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give you some other shit that had just happened recently. 2 weeks ago, I went out to California. One of my second cousins, posted my great-grandfather on their Instagram. He had just turned 91. So I'm like, man, black dude, 91, my grandfather, I need to go see him, like, talk to him. And I told her, I was like, is my dad around? I haven't seen my dad since 2004, since I was 12.
Oh, wow.
Now I'm 31. I was like, you know what? Tell him I'm coming out there. We can sit down and talk. No expectations. So my cousin sets it up. I go see my grandpa, second aunt. They're all good to see me. They haven't seen me since I was like 12, a little kid. And then I just sit down and talk to him. My dad, I was like nervous. We just had a barbecue at my cousin's house. And I just went with the mindset of just no expectations. Mm-hmm. I wanted to make sure, let him know I'm good. Like there's no beef, I'm not angry, I'm not mad. I just kind of wanted to let you see me and let you know I'm good. Like I've been doing good. I think I'm doing good in life right now. Like I didn't turn out how a lot of people can turn out when they don't have a dad in their life.
Right.
And I explained to him, like, once I accepted you not being in my life, I told myself I won't let myself be a statistic. I don't know the statistics exactly, but I just know when the dad's not in the life, a lot of paths can go. Become pimp, drug dealer, prison, woman beater, whatever.
Right.
And that was always my goal throughout life. Granted, there were certain hiccups here and there. I've been to jail, whatever. But that was always my motivation. I told him that. And he's a real big church guy. surprisingly. I'm sorry, I don't dish somebody's religion.
No, you good.
No,
I
you're
understand.
good.
He's like a pastor. I remember the last conversation I had with him, he brought it up, was on MySpace in 07. We were going back and forth. I was pissed off. I was like, how you out here? I told him, I remember telling him, like, how you trying to be a pastor and preacher and all this stuff, but you don't even talk to your firstborn son that has your name. That's weird. And then he came at me with some other stuff. That was the last time we had talked. But I was telling him this, and he has 10 other kids. Or I think 10 other kids. Me, I'm the oldest. I have a sister. She's in Cali. She's like 26. She's turned 26. Same dad, different mom. And then it was wife, 10 kids, and now they're getting a divorce. He was telling me.
Oh wow.
So I'm just like, bro, I'm for sure not mad at you. You got some other shit going on.
Yeah, you got a life going on.
You got other stuff. And yeah, I plan to go back out there again. I think I just talking to a friend now. Early January, see him. And this is where I'm going to ask questions and get deeper into it. I didn't want to that time. I just wanted to make it a cool meet and greet. I forgot what you said to make me go this way.
I forgot too, honestly.
Yeah, I was.
Damn, we're talking about something.
Something about the alcohol and staying away from.
Oh yeah, alcoholism. Yeah, because running away from your problems.
Oh,
stuff like
yes.
That. Yeah.
So that's what helped me.
Face that problem.
Yeah, literally. I was like,
Right.
you know what? Let me at least make an effort towards it. Like, granted, we still got to talk again, and probably a few times, but I always talked about it. I'm like, fuck, let me be about it, and just did it. And it was cool. It was good. And I think a lot of people should have that. There's a great book I recommend people to read. It's called Crucial Conversations. A crucial conversation is made up of 3 components. I only remember 2. I can't remember 3, but one is the stakes are high, the emotions are strong. And the book basically tells you why they're important to have, how to have them, how to be successful with them.
Okay.
For example, like a husband and wife. Wife's pissed off at the husband for whatever reason, but doesn't express it. So what does she do?
She holds it in.
Passive aggressiveness.
Yeah.
So now the husband's like, okay, passive aggressive ass, I don't want to be around you. Now he doesn't want to be around you. Now you went from passive aggressive, now you feel alone without your husband. Now you get divorced. So if you just had that crucial conversation at the beginning, if she would have just told him, hey, hon, I really didn't like when you blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And I say we all, but I know I'm that way a lot of conversations I avoided or didn't want to have. I lied. I don't mind having conversations. I don't mind confrontation in a good way. Like, I don't mind saying what I got to say. I'm very loud, whatever. It can seem extreme, but I wasn't good at having the conversation. I didn't mind having them, but I wasn't good at it. So this book is teaching me how to have it, but don't come off as like I'm upset, angry, or anything.
Yeah.
No, we had a misunderstanding, whatever.
Yeah.
Let's chill, talk it out, type vibe. Which I think is very important for a lot of people.
Yes.
Work, relationships, friendships. Friendships, I think, are a big one with that kind of stuff because it's your friend. You might not feel it's that important to have that conversation. When it is, man. Like, if it's a real friend, like somebody you rock with, bro, you got to get up, drop your ego and fix that shit, man. You never know. Especially, like, that's why I take friendship serious after losing my friend. Like, a lot of us came very tight after. And I take it to heart, friendships, you know what I mean? I'm very particular who I decide to spend my time and consider a friend.
Right.
Just because. People be weird, people do weird shit. And not even that, just not everybody's meant to click on a deep, deep level. But yeah.
Yeah, or some people ain't good for your environment too.
Right.
Exactly. And it's unfortunate because I've met people who are cool, like I like them, but then you hang out a little more, like, okay. You're more of an associate.
Yeah, you're associate.
There'll be a certain setting for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah.
No, I fully agree, and that's when boundaries come into play.
Boundaries,
so,
yes.
if you guys have read the Boundaries book, you already know I suggested that about 1,000 times already. So go read that Boundaries book. But no, I think that right there is perfect.
Who's it by?
Man. I think that's beautiful.
I forgot the author. Yeah.
Boundaries. Shit. Let's check. I'm gonna download that Crucial Conversation too. I got a free credit on my Audible.
There's Crucial Conversations, Crucial Confrontations, and Crucial Accountability.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
I bought the double pack of Conversation
the double pack.
and Confrontation.
Okay.
Cloud and Townsend, I think.
Yeah, John Townsend, Henry something.
I see it.
They do have boundaries, same thing. Boundaries for parents, boundaries for kids, stuff like that. But the main book is boundaries.
Well, it's not that expensive either. Cool.
Yeah.
Some books be taxed. I'm like, bro.
Yeah. So me. So me, I go Audible. I pay a little $15 a month, and I get a free credit every time, and then I get a free audiobook.
I have to look into that because
Yeah.
reading is cool and all, but it's just it's been so long. I'll do it sometimes good. And people always recommend Audible, and I mean, I love podcasts. I can sit there. I work out with podcasts. People think, what? I'm like, bro, music. I'm over music, to be honest. At some points.
Yeah, sometimes
it's the same shit all the time. Like, don't get me wrong. I'll be in zones. I'm like, yeah, I got to hear some Future today, but for the most part, music always the same. And I'm like, you know what? I'll listen to like a fitness podcast or something that's going to be intriguing.
Yeah.
That way I'm listening, I'm working out, but I'm listening. You know, I don't really need too much just music. I don't, fuck no, man.
I agree. Like, my music right now is literally, I'm going back to the classics now. I need to find what made this place that, or this what, you know. Like, I've heard one song the other day, I'm like, damn, this is a song in every classical West Side movie. Like, this beat is in every classical movie, and I never knew the original song until now.
There's a great Instagram page I follow. It's called Samples Music Samples. And it just gives you a breakdown of certain songs now, and it breaks it all the way from like the first 1974. It was this song.
Word.
Yeah, like the one, the Drake song and 21 Savage with the One More Time beat. I don't know if you know it. One More Time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So originally it was another guy's song in 1974, I think. Daft Punk redid it in like 2000, and then Drake and them did it now.
I didn't even know Daft Punk.
Me either.
I thought that was the original.
Yeah. And it's wild. Like, there was one Drake song. The sample originated from Donkey Kong. Do you remember playing Donkey Kong?
Yeah, Donkey Kong Country.
You're on the cart.
Yeah.
You're going in the mines. You jump. It was that part. It was some little tune, and they show like, okay, speed it up, pitch, boom, 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 added the Drake shit, and I was like, bro, what?
Crazy.
Yeah, I think I know which beat too. Like, it was
Crazy.
Like, yeah, I can't.
Grab freestyle.
It was like
drop it. Hey. Hey. I was ready, bro.
I produce. I don't rap.
Dude, he lie. He a rapper too.
Hey, count. I only made 2 raps, maybe 3.
Bro, you gotta be like Diddy, bro. I don't write rhymes. I write rap. Or I don't write
records, homie.
Yeah. I don't write rhymes. I write checks. That's what he said.
Yeah, I write checks. I write checks.
Oh, that's long.
Yes, sir. All right, bro. So we got to get into our end game real quick.
Yeah.
And we have a few questions that we always ask everybody before they leave the podcast for the day. So the first question I have to ask you is, where are you still swimming to? Definitely in your fitness journey, life journey. Like, where are you still swimming to? What's your next goals? Where are you trying to get to still?
I'm trying to. There's a few things. The overall thing of it, umbrella of it, would be like reaching more people.
Okay.
I love training. I love what I do. But there's only so many people I'm going to be able to reach. For the simple fact of personalities won't connect, finances, everybody can afford a trainer. I can only take on so many people at a time.
Right.
So I'm reaching them, that core people. Obviously, they'll branch out, but I want to reach a bigger audience of people somehow, some way. Obviously, social media is going to help with that. I am looking to start moving towards motivational speaking, and then maybe eventually life coaching. I want to get one first. But motivational speaking for sure is like, I think what I'm swimming to next.
Right.
Is getting out there and, like I said earlier, get on the fucking Instagram and dropping the video, man. Like, whatever it is, just doing it to get that first thing out. But I'll say that's probably what I'm swimming towards.
Okay.
I like how you said you had to get a life first in order to be a life coach.
Yeah. I mean, I live life, I know life, I'm good at motivation, I'm good at seeing things differently from what I've been through, but yeah, if I'm trying to get deep like that, like at one point, not too long ago, I was trying to date this girl, she was a life coach. And bro, within the 2 days of hanging out with her, because that's just how she lives her life, the questions she was asking me, I was like, whoa. They weren't like wild questions, but they were just
revealing, low key.
Yeah. Where we had to sit there and I was like, oh. It wasn't like a basic ass surface question. And because she was a life coach, who she was around, that's how they all talk to each other. I'm like, damn, I like that. Like, you are who you're around, or you become who you're around usually, you know what I mean? If I'm around a bunch of motivation speakers, I'm pretty sure I'll eventually become one at least, or learn. Yeah. So yeah, back to life, get a life coach first, and then go.
I love that. And as you were talking, a random thought popped in my mind to say you should probably do like a once a week fitness tip or something. Okay. Your Friday fitness tip. You know what I'm saying? But, and then whatever it could be.
But the nature of what you do for your fitness coaching is like incorporate that into that tip. Because it's like...
Hold on 1 second. Say it again, because it was good. Hold on. Friday's fitness tip. Got that. Okay, go.
Okay, so then, but because of the way you do your fitness coaching, like incorporate that into that tip. So like, you know, you can tell a person, let's lift, eat this way and then lift this amount of weight. But it's like, okay, well, let's dive deep into
why are we doing this? Right, that's what I was thinking. Give me the realness, not just tell me.
Write down in your notebook tonight, why am I working out tonight? Or what am I trying to gain? What am I trying to work on and working out this week? Yeah. And then it starts to creep under the surface level. And then that kind of sets you apart from everybody else, because everybody else is just like, let's just do these push-ups and shit like that.
And that's what I was about to say. I feel like everybody does you see what I'm doing, I do this. This is my new cardio routine, 10, 20, 30, whatever it is. But it's like, what if somebody actually sat there and said, okay, let's do this cardio routine, and this is why you should do it. Your normal fitness, and you break it down to say why this is out and this is in.
And
I feel like
their mind about it.
Exactly. You give me that thought of like, I understand now why I need to have a bottle of water next to my bed in the morning, or whatever it is. Because you explain it, definitely the way you explain the water thing.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
If you explain your fruit a day like that, your vegetables,
I like this idea.
Whatever it is, take it and run with it. It's all yours, bro.
Please.
Notes, check.
But let's go keep rolling though. So last question is any quote you would like to leave us today for today's episode?
You remember you asking me to bring that? Let me read it exact.
Yes, sir.
It's from, I want to say she's a speaker. Her name is Mel Robbins.
Okay.
She's a great speaker, man. If you watch her, and she got great content, like motivational shit, because she's feisty. Like she'll call you out type shit.
Mm-hmm. Mel Robbins. So I'm gonna check that out.
Like one of the coaches, like, you're not lazy. What'd she say? You're not lazy. You just don't want to do the work. Damn. Woo. Hold on, let me find it.
Who's that one dude? He just got banned recently, I think. The motivational dude, like he always running and talking shit.
Are you talking about
some light skinned dude, buff dude?
Was he like big, popping?
He was big, like popular wise. I know he's
bald, right?
Bald headed dude. You always see him like running through the desert.
David Goggins.
There we go. Yeah.
He's interesting. I mean, I like his motivation, but he's a little bit much for me.
Yeah, he make you be sad.
Yeah. You gotta read his book, man.
It's good.
His book, my homie showed me a page, and he went in on it. He's like, yeah, you know why you're not doing it? Because you're fucking fat. That's why. That's your fucking problem. And I feel it. You know, like, I'd probably be able to handle that, but
not everybody.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays,
bro. So, oh man, I've had some interesting shit happen with some people recently. When I said, I didn't even say anything crazy, but anyways, the quote I'm gonna tell you is it's a great one. I love it. It's I am going to be an example of what is possible. And when she explained this, I was like, man, that's fire. I'll use me as my example. Like, that's where I want to be, an example that whatever life is you want or where you want to be is possible. Yeah, I mentioned this earlier, but I was homeless as a kid at one point for 3 years. Me, my mom, and my sister, homeless. Moved to Vegas. Lived my life. Got messed up with experimented with drugs. Got drunk. Fell out a 4-story window. Lost my friend. Been to jail. Lost jobs. All that shit. But it just never stopped. No. Yeah. And I just want to be an example to people so when they look like, okay, I'm mad at my dad for not paying for my Xbox type shit. Like, you're crying about that? Look all the stuff I've been through and I'm still making it. So don't just cut the excuses. Don't let the things that are stopping you, don't let the barriers come in front of you, don't let those things make you feel defeated. Like, I can't do, like, nah, bro, this is another challenge to make things spicy. Right. You know what I mean? Like, get past that. So when you look back, you're like, damn, I did that? Yeah. I'm gonna be an example of what is possible. Man. I have a client, she's about to finish nursing school. In the last, few weeks, we're getting her. And I told her this quote. I was like, girl, you work full time, you come work out, you're doing all these great things. Like, you're gonna be all right. It makes the story better. Yeah. Like, I'm an example of what is possible. I went through all that shit, still made it possible. What the fuck are you gonna do? Yes. Yeah.
Amen, bro. I love that to the fullest, man. And I live by that, you know what I'm saying? I try to just be the best example I can be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get to the point, I'm tired of trying to pick people up, lift them up to my level or motivate them or whatever. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna keep moving. And at some point, you're gonna look up and like, damn, he hella far. I should have took off with him, you know what I'm saying? I should have ran with his example and I could be where he's at now, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's me. Be the example. Be the example. I love it, man.
You got one? There's gotta be one favorite you have that comes in your mind. I had that Otis one. That's funny, bro. I get quotes from random stuff, and that would just
all the time
be stuck in my head
all the time.
And all I'll say is like my favorite one still to this day, and even Anaya picked up on it because I changed my board recently, and I don't have this quote up there anymore. And she was like, "Where is it?" And then she ended up putting it back up there for me. But every L is a lesson. Yep. No matter what, every L is a lesson. Like, you're gonna lose, you're gonna fuck up. Okay, shrug the shit off because now I know what to do next time, and I'm gonna just keep moving forward.
Something's gonna happen. Let it happen. Move on. Learn your lesson.
Hey, you know what? I got it. Me and my homie was making a flow chart, and it's like for a different reason, but I think it applies to everything else, and it's very similar. Shoot and move on.
Shoot and move on.
Like, it may not seem like it, but like I get social anxiety sometimes, especially when it's like new energy and stuff like that. And like I'm trying to be more outgoing, especially when it comes out to asking out girls and stuff like that. But it's like, fuck it, like shoot.
Take your shot, move on.
I shot on 2 girls in one day, and it was like
you make it or you don't.
And I didn't, but the interactions were nice. They wasn't mad. It's like, especially now in this culture, it makes it a little bit more difficult. But either way, shoot and move on. I'm still alive. Like, fuck it.
You didn't die.
Yeah.
And my thing is like that just builds your confidence up for the next one. So next time you take that shot, you're gonna be more ready.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be like, all right.
She gonna say no? All right, been here before.
I'm done dribbling to the left. I'm dribbling to the right now. And you know you're gonna come with another move. You know what I'm saying? I gotta pump fake before I take this shot. I keep shooting too fast. I gotta. How's your day first before I just go straight to the date? No.
The fact you said that, not too long ago, I had shot my shot at some girl.
Yeah.
And it didn't go well. Initially, we had a conversation. Initially, she broke me down, but in a good way. I just shot too fucking hard. Like I shot from deep instead of just trying to lay it up. So she broke it down to me. I mean, it worked out eventually, but initially it didn't. But in my head, I was like, I like just go for it. Like I'm gonna let you know what it is, blah blah blah. That way, there's no miscommunication. No, like what is it or what do you want or whatever. Like no, this is what it is, and it kind of worked out.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Shoot and move on. If it didn't,
shoot and move.
Shoot and move. You get the ball again, man. I love it.
Reload. That's what you do.
Reload. Yeah.
Gun. Yeah. One hit. Reload. Move. I don't play Call of Duty or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure that's what they do. Shoot and move.
Shoot and move.
Play your grenade and run.
Even if you die, as soon as you respawn, just
start. Yeah. Pop. Yeah. You know, don't stay in one spot. Keep shooting and moving. I love it, man. Stick and move. All right, cool. So, Dorian, I just want to say I appreciate you being with us today,
yes, sir.
bro.
Appreciate y'all having me, man.
Yeah, great fucking episode.
Yeah, great episode, great knowledge, amazing story, bro. You know, if you didn't help anybody out there today, you helped me. So I just appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, for coming and sharing. And I feel like we got to get you on another episode soon in the future.
Anytime, for sure. Man. I love just chill conversations like this about different things. It wasn't all one thing. We just explored around. I got some great fucking tips and info from y'all, and I think that's a great. Best thing. One thing I also like to add is what I've became. How do I put this? One thing I've instilled in myself to do, and how I see things now in life is how can I add value to people?
Yes.
Too many times it's especially I don't know if it's a Vegas thing, but it's what can you do for me? That's gonna, you know what I mean? Me, I don't even care about that no more about the return. Like I'm just gonna, what can I do to help you get to where you need to get, or help you feel better? Whatever it could be, donating to your cause or showing up at your event. And I just feel like when you do that, I think it's what we're here to do.
Yeah.
That helps uplift. Like, damn, you came to my show? It's gonna make you feel good. And what do you want to do now? I want to go make him feel good. Let me go show his show.
Some love.
That's why I do certain things. So I know how I feel when I get a compliment.
Yeah.
Especially when it's random. So when I see people, I compliment them. It was my clients or just somebody in the gym. Especially when somebody else's client at my gym. I'll compliment them on something simple like, man, girl, you looking good. You're shredded. Like, I've been seeing you 3 days this week. And you'll see them light up. Like, really? Okay.
Somebody's watching. Yeah.
That took 2 seconds to be nice to somebody.
Bro.
And it probably made their day.
Man, look, 100% vice versa. You just reaching out to us and sending out the things like, yo, bro, I was wondering if I see what y'all doing. Great job. I have a great story. I was wondering if you can get there. You know, and I was like, it made me so I'm like, damn, they see us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Somebody wants to share their story on my 100%. Podcast. I'm excited. But then what happened when you first got here? My first thing was to you was like, this is your episode. Do what you want to do with it. Post it how you want to do. We're doing this for you to get your name out there. Fire, you know, it's just like we scratching each other back, no question.
Yeah, that's fire.
So I love that, man. And I think that's something that's needed important, you know. All we need is love.
Love.
Did we quote that song earlier? I don't know if we just did now. Anyway. But yeah, D, man, I just want to say I appreciate you for being here with us today, bro. You know, best luck in the future for personal training, anything. Do you like to shout out your page or anything people can find you at? Dorian
Warmsley on Instagram. If you're, when does this come out? Monday? Yeah, so when you hear this, that Saturday, December 17th, 11:45 a.m., I've put together a charity toy drive for the Angels of Las Vegas. It's a nonprofit that helps children with cancer and other life-threatening diseases. We'll be doing dance fitness. So we'll have silent disco headphones on. And then dancing.
What time?
11:45 a.m. That's check-in time. It's going to be from 12 to 1 on Saturday. And we're going to have dance fitness. We're going to have ugly sweater contests. I didn't mention earlier, but I'm a brand ambassador for Lululemon. At Fashion Show. And Lululemon's going to sponsor the event, give out some gifts as well. We're gonna have an ugly sweater contest. I don't know if I said that already. And yeah, it's for a great cause, man. This is my 4th charity event.
Okay.
I do them often. I try to do them often. I did one for Pride. I did one for breast cancer recently.
Okay.
And then I did one in September for childhood obesity awareness. And this toy drive one is really one I really want to do because I kind of said it earlier, I was homeless at one point in life as a kid. And a lot of the things around, I hate holidays. To this day, I'm kind of getting better with them, but I hate them just for the fact of I didn't have shit.
Right.
But the shit I did have and appreciated were the gifts we had got from charities and churches. For like 2-3 years, that's all we relied on.
Yeah.
So that's why now that I have somewhat of a platform and I can do these things, I really want to do it. Like I said, add value to people, man. The little toy you give, whatever, is really gonna change somebody's life.
Yeah.
Like it changed mine. The toys I got or whatever, like might seem like just like a toy, but it's more feeling like you're part of something, you know? It sucked to go to school and then you're the only one without new shit.
Yeah.
The day after Christmas, I've been there before. Everybody had razors. I didn't have one for a long time. It sucked. But that's why I do these charity events. I think everybody likes to add value, man. I think everybody should be some part of some type of nonprofit charity of whatever.
Right.
Whatever it is you believe in. Whatever it is you believe in. Women's rights, breast cancer, child sports, whatever you believe in, man, get out there. You'll meet some dope ass people. Especially with these events, I've met crazy people in a good way, not crazy, but like interesting people, like good connections.
Yeah.
All because we came together for the same cause.
Okay.
But that's my only little shout out I wanted to do. I train at Self-Made Training Facility. Hit up my Instagram. Mention this episode. Give you a free session.
Ooh, free session.
Yeah,
you heard that.
New Year's coming up, man. You say New Year last year. You said next week, last Monday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You said I'm gonna get rid of this overweight in 2021. We're hitting 2023, man. Think of it as me versus me.
Right.
Stop letting yourself off the hook. You said you want to do something, go do it. It's that simple. Build those boundaries. You know, I had a quote. I said like, you're not lazy or anything like that. You just like boundaries. You gotta make that boundary. Like, nah, homie, I'm not coming out this weekend. I gotta go work out. No, I'm not drinking. You know, I'm trying to get in shape. You might have to cut people out. You might have to get around space. Go to the gym and be friends with people who work out because they're gonna be on the same shit as you.
Right.
Keep you in check. And I think for us, sometimes it's hard to let go of that friendship with somebody you know for a long time.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be let go as in like I'm not gonna fuck with you. Just like,
I
you need to keep
space.
it on bi-weekly thing or you know special occasions.
Special occasions.
That's what I've done. And it's helped me out a lot. My friends respected it. They don't force me to drink. They know the day I drink, they're probably like, what the fuck? But yeah, that's about that's it I got.
I love that, man. I think that's beautiful, bro. And I love the idea of when you set those boundaries, people respect the boundaries.
Yep.
Definitely you hold them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, don't be afraid to set the boundaries. So yeah, we're gonna make sure we put your toy drive and everything gonna be in the bio so they can follow your Instagram page.
Thank you.
I'm gonna try to come out there if possible.
Yeah.
If I can't be out there the whole time, at least bring some toys or something like that for the kids.
Bro, it's all that matters, man.
So
It's an effort goes a long way.
Yes.
You know, people always notice it. It might be the person you want to notice it, but somebody's gonna notice your effort, man. If you're being
I love that. And even the person you want to notice it.
Yeah, because
gonna
at the gym I work at, it's 30 trainers. So it's everybody has their own clients. So it's a lot of people. And I've heard other people notice certain trainers, how they carry themselves, how they do. And, you know, and it's like, I've noticed people giving effort. You know what I mean? Like, damn, okay, I see you. And you just gotta be, you know, honest with yourself. When you do give that effort, don't do it to look for applause.
Right.
Do it because you know it's gonna be good. It's gonna benefit you or benefit somebody else. But yeah,
it's gonna make my heart feel warm. No, I love it, man. I love it, bro. I
can go in on some motivation, man.
I see.
So like, that's this last thing. The guy I had mentioned earlier, my gym, he's into motivation. So what we'll do is, it's almost like a roast off, but motivational off.
Oh,
so
like off of
we'll be sitting eating. Sorry to bother you.
Yeah, sorry to bother you.
Just like that, bro. Like,
you looking good, brother. So you looking great. What's that smell?
Yeah.
Barberry.
Just like that. What's your smell? Deodorant.
Degree.
Or what you wearing? Deodorant. But yeah, he will sit, have lunch, or be eating, and then I'll be looking at him. He'll put in his hot sauce. I'm like, look, my man, it's not even about the hot sauce on the food. It's about that spice coming to your life to ignite your flavor. You know what I mean? Little shit like that. And it's cool because it helps me get better at it, to be honest. We'll do it all the time, and then I'll randomly do it. See him walking through the gym, I'm like, oh wow, you see those mats right there? They're staying in place because they're stagnant and scared to move. I don't know, some shit like that. And yeah, man, you get around people like that, they're gonna bring that out of you.
That's beautiful.
But yeah, it's like, all right, for sure, that's it.
No, you good. I love it. I love it because it's like roasting when you was younger, but flipping it, make a positive roast.
But we leveled up. Now it's time to, okay.
Now it's time to love.
Made me feel good, bro.
I do have to go.
Okay, cool. We're gonna wrap it up right now. So, yeah, D, I just want to say I appreciate you for being here with us today, bro. Everything's gonna be in the bio, everybody, so you'll be able to see everything. Make sure to follow him on Instagram. Make sure to check out the toy drive, and like he said, you get a free session if you line up for this, bros. appreciate you for another quick episode, man. Sorry to hold you so long, but you know, it's hard to put out the fire when it's so hot.
Nah,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Everybody out there listening, I hope you guys had you already know. If everybody out there listening, hit me up on IG, Facebook, Twitter, or send it to jkspodcast702@gmail.com. Hope you guys have an amazing day, a wonderful afternoon, a splendid evening, and remember, just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming.
You gotta say it, D. Just keep swimming.
Yeah. Oh, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. My bad.